Love me or hate me, both are in my favor. If you love me, I'll always be in your heart. If you hate me, I'll always be in your mind. William Shakespeare. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Coloniano D, and welcome back to my Generation X olfactory experience. I have this much anticipated unboxing from the house of Christian Dior. Yes, it's DIOR Homme PARFUM 2025. Finally made it. This package made several trips around, and I am so happy I have it. Let's do this unboxing, and I'll give you my first impression of the new DIOR Homme PARFUM 2025. Yes, this beautiful presentation, always by DIOR, no doubt. Beautiful. There's the box, and let's see this lovely, lovely card from DIOR. Let's see what it says. It's probably just a packing slip, and indeed it is. It's just a packing slip. Nothing to see here, folks. All right, so it's beautiful. I don't want to unwrap this. Let's just leave it like this and just stare at it. But anyway, so this is the new 2025. And of course, I have my favorite DIOR Homme Parfum from my batch code is 2016. And it was released in 2014. Brand new one, and let's give it a sniff. It's nice, beautiful wrap. Love it. I love it. Now I have my camera set a little bit high. This might be a two-parter. Here is the new DIOR Homme Parfum, and this one is 75 ml. This should be 75 ml. Yeah, it is. Wow, look at the difference in the size. Wow. All right. So let's see what else they gave me, actually. I had requested some stuff. Woo, look at this confetti. Yeah, 2025. 2025 DIOR Homme Parfum. Hey. All right, so let's see. Let's see what they gave me, what I ordered. Oh, I didn't order Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. Wrong. DIOR Homme Parfum and Sauvage Elixir. All right. Okay, so that's part of the package here. Blooming Bouquet. Blooming, bloody blooming bouquet. All right, so let's open this bad boy up here. I'm just going to open this up here. Let's see what we got here. Here we go. The unboxing of, there we go. There it is, folks. DIOR Homme Parfum 2025. Okay. So I'm going to give it a little sniff here. Ooh, that cap is tight. Oh. What's the deal? All right. All right, so what's the fuss? What is the fuss? All right, so here's what I'm going to have to do. And I'm glad I brought my original DIOR Homme Parfum. So here we go. So I sprayed. All right. I can see where the difference is. So this is my original As you can see, the size difference and the bottle change, of course. So I'm going to spray my 2016. Wow. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, the leather. Yeah, there's a difference. Welcome back to part 2. An unexpected two-parter here. After doing my unboxing and releasing it on YouTube, I thought long and hard and decided to pull it back and making it an unboxing, comparison, and review. Let's face it, you can't redo an unboxing. You can't redo that endorphin rush, that adrenaline, that excitement that you do on an unboxing and have to do it all over again. So here we are. And I then, for about 6 days, decided once I pulled it and, edited out some of the pieces. Initially, I was comparing the 2014 to the 2025. So I decided to bring 2020 into the fold. And it made it quite interesting. So for about 6 days, I wore the 2014 on one arm, the 2020 on the other, and I sprayed 2025 on my chest. The notes in 2014 are iris, orange, leather, rose, sandalwood, ambrette, oud, and cedar. 2025, the newest release, has iris, amber, patchouli, and vetiver. This is the presentation or the bottle from the original DIOR HOMME PARFUM back in 2014. Incidentally, mine is a 2016. And here is the 2020, if I could get that to show there. There was a slight change in the bottle. And also they made the availability in the sizes 75 ml and 100 ml. This one is 100 ml, and here's the newest release. This is the presentation. As you can see, they changed it, and there's the placard. So, and they also changed the fragrance. Let me get that so I don't have any dark spots in that placard. It's a lot of glossy bottles these days. They have to get it just right. As for the 2020, word is of no reformulation. I can't say I agree with that. I cannot say I agree with that claim. My 2020 has slightly less leather and iris. Now, what I get from 2020 is the introduction of amber at the very dry down, a bit musky. It still is slightly animalic, giving 2020 a sheeper vibe. Okay? The leather and woodiness compared to 2014 is very subdued. The 2014 is all about the leather and the iris. And that is through and through. And you have the animalic. Mine is animalic and it has the oud. So you do get that. Now, introducing amber in 2020, I feel, is segue to the 2025 version. It's amber dominant. This is the 2025. The 2025 is amber dominant. It has less leather, less iris, it's less animalic, and less oud. A bit more sweetness. The listed notes of patchouli and vetiver are minimal. So 2025 is an amber fragrance. Now, it is a welcomed addition to my fragrance wardrobe. I'm a fan of the ambery warmth that this fragrance gives. And I'm wearing it right now. All three, matter of fact. And I'm about 3 hours into the dry down on each. The 2020 is listed as an Oriental. Now, the 2025, yeah, I'm bouncing back and forth, so pay attention. The 2025 is a great casual date night and night out scent, and it's great for work too. But it's different. It's different from the original, and it's also different from the 2020. Though it is controversial and subject to many, many opinions, I would say test the 2025 first. If you're a big fan of the original Parfum, it's different. So that's where this becomes more of a controversial release. As for the 2020, it's not the 2014 version. 2014 is edgier, more leather and animalic and woodier, and the leather stays throughout. I'm still smelling the leather. Fantastic. The 2014 is the king of the DIOR HOMME Parfum line. It's the king. So at this point, it's no longer DIOR HOMME Parfum. It's just, it's not. It's not, you can't even put this on the same level as DIOR HOMME Parfum. It's no longer DIOR HOMME Parfum at this point. And as far as 2020 is concerned, why would they call it the 2020 version if it wasn't reformulated? Could be the bottle. If you're looking, why was it considered the 2020? Is it because the bottle? Did they change the size? I think they reformulated it. Now, if you look at the color, it's pretty much the same. Which color doesn't really make a difference on the strength of a fragrance. I've learned to find that out over the years. And if you look at the newer one, it's a bit lighter and, below the gradient. So it's definitely different, no doubt. You're going to have some that like it. You're going to have some that don't like it. And you have some that are just going to put up with it. So if you're looking to acquire the 2014 or 2020 versions, I wouldn't put my money on I would put my money on the 2014 version, because that's what you're really familiar with and that's what you really want. You could get an Oriental, an Iris Oriental anywhere, but this DIOR HOMME Parfum 2014, you just can't beat it. Now, because of this drastic change in 2025, in 2020 has brought more of a demand. Okay? Now, with that demand, because of this change of 2025, it drove up the price of the 2020s. So the price you would pay for a 2014, say on eBay, versus the 2020, they're almost the same. They're almost the same. So if I were to put my money on it, I'd put my money on the 2014. Now, to recap, 2025 has become amber dominant. It's amber. It's an amber fragrance. Now, with today's trend, amber is becoming a very popular accord. And I think that's why they went into that direction of, where they are now with 2025. Okay? The 2014 versus the 2020, they're not the same. 2014 is edgier. All versions of DIOR Homme have always been on the unisex side. And that's even with the Parfum version. Honestly, I was never a big fan of DIOR Homme. I purchased it, but I got rid of it. You know, do I have regrets? Sort of, but I wasn't really a big fan of it. So if I'm not a big fan of it, I'm not just going to keep it just to collect it, okay? When the Parfum came out, I tested it, and Parfum was an immediate love. And this is actually my second bottle. I did have the original 2014, but you know, I decided to stock up, and I ended up with a 2016 like 2 years later. Now, that's pretty much it. You know, this is pretty much my unboxing and my review. And what I did more was compare the three. The 2014 version reigns king. 2020 is not 2014. It's an Oriental. It's more musky, and it's a bit toned down. There's less wood. It kind of reminds me of a sheeper a little bit, like I mentioned earlier, just to, you know, recap a little bit more here. And the 2025 is way out in left field. It's an amber fragrance. So if you love warm amber fragrances, this is a keeper for me. You know, we'll see how this 2025 ages a little bit. It's really a nice fragrance. I'm wearing it right now in my shirt. It's wafting. It's an amber fragrance. It's really nice. It's different. Some are gonna love it. Some are gonna hate it. Some will tolerate it. You know, you more than likely see the 2025 really cheap on the gray market. So I just want to let you know. So that's pretty much my review and my review comparison. Let me know your thoughts. I would really like to hear from you on this DIOR Homme Parfum 2025 version. It's quite controversial, and there are a lot of opinions on it. So do let me know. Thank you once again for watching. Thank you once again for listening, and I will absolutely see you next time. Thanks.